Smashers, what is going on? Beans Brigade here, bringing you a Town Hall 13 meta video. Guys, I've been itching to do one of these videos for a while now. As you all know, the Town Hall 13 update has been out for a little bit. We're starting to see certain strategies unfold, certain preferred attacks on bases. The consensus seems to be Yeti Smash lately. We're seeing a lot of P.E.K.K.A. Bobat still, and a lot of P.E.K.K.A. Smash as well. Well, I was able to get into Playmakers for the past week, invited me over to capture some attacks and check out what they're doing, and we're going to check out some of the current Town Hall 13 meta attacks, guys. So without further ado, let's go check it out. Okay guys, starting out here, we have Chippendale on this base, bringing a Queen Charge Hog attack. Now this is an attack that many of you are familiar with. This is an attack that you can start running at Town Hall 9, and as you gain Town Halls, it just gets beefier and beefier, and you just got to figure out different ways to get those vital defenses and vital things that need to go down on a Hog attack. So, Hogs, it's always CC, Queen, and obviously some splash defenses if you can get. So, what Chippendale is doing here is coming at it from over at 9 o'clock here. You see he's approaching from that CC side, was able to pull the CC and knock that down. It is only some ice golems in there, so not posing a problem for that queen. Going to be able to grab that multi-target IT on this walk, and going to walk her over down towards 6 o'clock, where a wall wrecker is going to be sent in just to kind of get her in there and get her into that town hall compartment. Now, the trickiest part of this attack is going to be getting the timing right. Timing can be very, very tough here, especially when dealing with that wall wrecker and trying to figure out when it's going to break walls. And this is honestly, in my opinion, one of the hardest attacks to run. A Queen Charge with a wall wrecker, that is. So you see here, actually gets the timing perfectly. Gets that break just as the Queen was getting to that wall. She had no choice but to walk in and go for that Royal Champion there. And just look at what that opens up for the Queen here. She's going to be able to step in that Town Hall compartment and reach everything from inside there. Gets the Town Hall clear with minimal loss. Just those CC troops, but that was the point of them anyways, to give that Queen some tanking. And just look at the value. Another Rage gets dropped down. You see the BK on his route got sent all the way from 6 to help set that funnel, move around towards 3. The Royal Champion was sent in behind that BK and got a few defenses cleared. Almost got that multi-target IT cleared, but not quite. Here come the Hogs now. While the Queen is still alive in the core, she hasn't popped that ability yet, but is just about to. Actually, she didn't have to. That Rage is keeping her alive. You see those Hogs are going to take out the multi-IT on the start. Uses that Grand Warden ability right off break, thinking that it was going to save those Hogs from the EA, but the ones that were targeted actually got in range of that EA before it could hit, so no harm, no foul either way. And as you guys see, these Hogs are going to keep moving along. They are coming on that EA now, finally targeting that, going to take it down. There's one heal left that's going to be used right on this back end splash section there with the Wiz Tower and the IT, and that gets taken out pretty easily. And just look how many Hogs are left on the back end of this base. The Queen is still alive. She breaks through on the back end. She's getting cleared. Actually has 3 loons left to take out that bomb tower sitting on the edge too. And this base is just absolutely wrecked. Really, really good charge by Chippendale. Like I said, the timing is so important on these Queen Charge Hog attacks. And that's honestly where I struggle at as a hitter myself, is to usually get that timing down. But practice makes perfect. The more you see this type of attack, the better you get with Queen Charges and your Hog deployment. Make sure you're always getting those vital things down, like CC, Queen, and EA at the Town Hall 11+ level. Alright, next attack here, guys. This is going to be an Electron from the Tormentor here, and this is another somewhat older meta attack here that we started seeing once the E-Drags were released. And this one's going to start out just with the Sui here. The BK is going to be walked up towards 9 o'clock. Queen's going to step in, and we'll be clearing a few defenses here. As well as some random trash buildings like that storage there, but the main thing is just trying to create pathing. Also going to get that air defense nearby, which certainly helps, but what's going to happen here is these E-Drags are going to be dropped in right over on that arch tower that's been left standing over here at 8 o'clock, and the whole point is to get the E-Drags and the Slammer right in towards that core to get the AQ down. Get that AQ down, this attack becomes much easier. Not only that, the EA is there as well. So the EA and the Queen are the big targets in the space. And you see that one raid was used on the start there just to get things moving. Does have a small CC troop. Looks like it's just a baby dragon coming for that Slammer. That's not going to be much of a problem there. Has the Rage poison and clone spell down there. Those clone wounds are going to help out a lot, taking defenses out. That E-Drag is going to take out that EA there. And look at the pathing left on this base, guys. The Lala is going to come from over here at 10 o'clock. It is going to be a counterclockwise rotation. Sorry, that's clockwise rotation. And these are going through pretty strong. 1 freeze on entry on that multi-target IT, along with a haste. And just look at this, guys. Didn't quite get the sweepers down in the core like maybe was planned, but it really isn't going to affect that much with that inner haste coming down on that pack of loons. And just look at that, guys. Those scatter shots do a ton of damage. Wow. But that Grand Warden ability was popping very, very nicely. Still has a freeze left on the back end, and is going to lose the last of these loons on that Town Hall there. But you see, has kept that Royal Champion in the pocket there. And this is just a great way to use that Royal Champion. You could send it in early, obviously, but you send it back in, you make sure that it has a bunch of DPS removed, make sure that there's not as much that Royal Champion to take on, and just see there, gets that scatter shot down. Didn't quite get the Arch Tower down, but the scatter shot was what was most important. If that scatter shot didn't go down, all of these pups and all of these minions on cleanup get taken out easily. Now, since it's just that 1 point defense, not going to be able to take out these small troops easily. Not only that, has that loon ahead to tank for them, and it's going to be pretty simple to take out the rest of that base. Great attack there from Tormentor. Alright guys, moving on to a new meta attack now. This attack that many of you guys have seen recently if you've been watching YouTube. Flash with Eric just released a pretty good video about it at Town Hall 10 level that I was watching. Here is the one at Town Hall 13 now. And this one here, going to start out with a P.E.K.K.A over there just to make sure that we've got the Queen coming in from 3 o'clock in towards the inner 2 o'clock side there. And you see the objective is going to be walk her right into that scatter shot there. And the jump is going to place there. You see that outer P.E.K.K.A coming in from over at 2 o'clock. That makes sure that the Queen isn't going to go anywhere near that 2 o'clock side on the outside. She has nowhere to go but straight inside that base. And that's the point of this, is a Queen Charge Miner attack. You see on this 4 here, she's going to finally start taking on that CC. But look at everything she can reach with that 1 jump. Reach the EA, able to reach 2 multi-target ITs. The Expo, not going to get all of that taken out, but the reach is very, very important. And obviously getting that EA down adds a lot of value to that charge. So it gets that poison down on those pups as they pop, or as the hound pops, that is. Queen is taking on these EA shells, but has that rage down on her, keeping her moving straight through. Gets these sweepers down, and she will come in range of that EA now and get that EA and the Expo taken out. Finally pops that ability. She was actually just in range of that EA, so she only took a few of those shells. I think the last 2 missed. And you guys see now the BK and the Siege Barracks are being dropped over there at 10 o'clock and setting up for a minor entry right here at 1. And just look at that, guys. With that flank being set pretty strongly like it is, going to force these miners in right towards that Town Hall. And there's really nowhere else for them to go. The Queen did finally go down, but with the amount of value that she got, the minor pathing is very straightforward and is, just like the last attack, going to hold this Royal Champion towards the back end. See, it's a little bit iffy there, but if you send that Royal Champion at a good spot, going to be able to take out some splash defenses there and help those miners out a lot. So you guys see those miners are moving pretty strongly through the base. Gets a heal as they come into this first splash section, gets them fully healed up again, and actually has these outside troops kind of helping to tank that Wiz Tower there, or the nearby Wiz Towers. Had that 1 loon coming in, and those hogs were dropped by the Siege Barracks. That's one big thing about this attack. The hogs are coming in, and they are right inside of that miner pack, helping to take out all these defenses, going straight for defenses, while miners would get caught up on storages and CCs and the like. But this was working out very, very well here, guys. Just look how many troops are left on the back end. The Royal Champion does get sent in finally and gets that multi-target IT. Really, really great attack. All right, next one, guys. This one is your standard Yeti Smash. This is the attack that I've seen a lot of people using lately. It is the most effective attack, with these Yetis being the way they are. Those Yeti mites do 4 times damage. So setting up for a 2 o'clock entry here. You see there's 1 jump on the entry, has a P.E.K.K.A walk on the outside. Actually, P.E.K.K.A walk on each side just to set that funnel. And Siege Barracks is behind, going right into the jump. Going to get all the heroes inside along with these 4 Yetis, I believe it is, rages them up on their way in, and has the 4 EQs there, guys. That's one of the most important parts about this attack. You see it's a big square base. Those EQs right in the middle open the base wide up so that this KS can reach everything. The KS is going to split a little bit. You're going to have the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Yetis and the healers going down towards 6, with the AQ moving up over there towards 10 o'clock. But you see, I mean, she can clear so much on her own. Her reach is so important. Just going to be able to get all of that cleared. Look at the bowlers just getting skips upon skips on each layer there. Just a super effective attack. What's going to happen is everything's going to converge coming outside on the 6 o'clock side, and we're going to converge over to the 9 o'clock side. Queen does finally have to pop her ability at the end, and she is going to get taken out, but took so much with her. She went and cleared that whole side by herself all the way till 9, basically. And that's what happens when you have a ton of tanking in core. Those Yetis are very, very tanky, guys. Keep that in mind. Really, really solid attack here. And can't say enough about the Yetis. I do like and appreciate seeing other attacks like the Queen Charge attacks because that is one of my favorites. But you cannot deny the effectiveness of its attack. We are still seeing current meta attacks like P.E.K.K.A. Bobat being used. And P.E.K.K.A. Smash, although not nearly as much, especially with that scatter shot doing what it does. It really does kill the effectiveness of P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, but if you can gain, you know, on an entry, if you can get 5 splash defenses or so, P.E.K.K.A. Bobat can 100% still work. P.E.K.K.A. Smash is a little different, obviously you have to get a few air defenses out of the way or the base has to be built for that specific thing, you know, maybe have no air defenses on the side that you want to come at with that siege machine, but other than that, guys, it is a wide open meta, many attacks to still mess around with, and many things can be used now. I've been seeing Electro Drags and Hogs being used randomly. You're seeing other types of Queen Charges being used now. Obviously, you saw the minor attack, Queen Charge Quad Quake Lalo. I believe AJ Gaming calls it the Lalo Shake. That's one of the most effective attacks I've seen, Queen Charge wise. So many things to consider now. When we see Town Hall 13s more maxed out, it may change a little bit. Keep that in mind. But as of right now, these bases that we're seeing were pretty good weight. Not fully maxed out, but still a very good weight. And these strategies are all going to be pretty effective going into league play, in my opinion. So it's been a really good video here, guys. I really appreciate you coming in, hanging out, and watching this. If you wouldn't mind giving the channel or giving the video a like and subscribing, much appreciated to me there. And make sure you guys check me out on Twitch. You see my socials going below me. Beans Brigade on Twitch, and you can check me out on Twitter at Beans Brigade. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, everybody have a great afternoon, and we will see you next time.